welcome week, a college diploma. Beginning of an adventure and the culmination of a dream. All in 4 short years. I remember my welcome week just like it were yesterday. The excitement, the fear, saying goodbye to my mom and my dad, meeting all kinds of new people. I was in a new place, faced with new challenges, new opportunities. I was facing things I'd never faced before. Here I was at college. You know, that was really a critical point in my life. A time of decision. Where to go to college? What school? What did I want? What was I really looking for in a college? I knew that the decision that I made would in some way affect every aspect of my life. A time of decision. But here I am on the other end. The diploma's mine. But now when I think about that diploma, it represents so much more to me than I ever thought that it would. I got a solid education here, but when I graduated with so much more than an academic degree. A new world opened up to me in that I saw myself as a unique and an important person here in God's world. I saw my purpose and direction more than I ever had before. And to be totally honest, I guess I grew every bit as much as a person as I did intellectually. I got so much more from my 4 years here. And I guess that's what it's all about. Growing spiritually, growing to know yourself better as a person, and growing academically. The key is in the choice of a school. It's a big decision. I looked a lot, and I was confused as anyone might be. But then I found Bethel College. Nowhere else did I find the warmth and the love and the academic excellence that I found all right here. I'm really glad that the Lord led me to Bethel, because in so many ways, Bethel led me much, much closer to the Lord. Come along. I'll show you my school. You'll see what I mean. If you were looking for the background of Bethel, you'd have to go to our Swedish roots. It had small beginnings back in Chicago in 1871. Today, it's a growing, exciting Christian educational community. The enrollment of the college alone is nearly 2,000, and it's still growing. Yet, it's definitely keeping that small college atmosphere. It was in 1972 that we moved out to our new campus here in Arden Hills, a northern suburb between Minneapolis and St. Paul. Bethel is a 4-year, fully accredited liberal arts college. The campus is shared by the college and the seminary. Both are owned and operated by the Baptist General Conference. In the college, there are over 35 different denominations represented, and probably half of the student body is from the Baptist General Conference. But the common denominator is that each student that is accepted for admission to Bethel has a personal relationship with Jesus Christ. That's the common bond. Academically, there are 38 different majors, or what we call concentrations, available here. Because of the size of the school, there's a lot of opportunity for student-professor interaction. Student-professor interaction, which is really important in education. Available here. Because of the size of the school, there's a lot of opportunity for student-professor interaction, which is really important in education. We're on a 2-term basis, which means we have a fall term and a spring term, with a 1-month interim period dividing the two. The majority of students live on campus in either townhouses with 6 apartments, or what we call units, in each townhouse building, or else in a large dormitory complex. These facilities offer a high degree of privacy, and I really think a high degree of personal comfort. The campus, set among the woods and rolling hills, was constructed at a cost of more than $18 million. The cost of construction was borne in part by the great and growing company of friends who really believe in and help support Bethel. The remaining portion of the cost was financed over a period of 15 years. But Bethel is more than bricks and mortar, and more than a school of academic learning. Bethel is people. Come with me. Morning chapel service keynotes the day at Bethel. Although the service is not required, it is expected and most of the students regularly attend.
I run cross-country and track, and that's given me a sense of self-discipline and teamwork and fellowship, but it's also been a ministry for me. I've had a chance to talk to a lot of kids from different schools in the area, and I feel like it's my way of serving God while I'm here at Bethel.
The facilities in our visual arts department are excellent. One of the most distinctive features of the department is that the facilities were drawn up by professors who in turn are practicing artists. So they were conceived and constructed from an artist's point of view. They're functional and yet very conducive to creativity. This is the painting studio. We also have 5 other large studios: photography, printmaking, design, ceramics, and a sculpture studio, which also houses a major foundry. Next to the sculpture studio is a large outdoor courtyard where students can work and take advantage of Bethel's beautiful natural setting.
I'm in art education, so my specialty is pottery. I really enjoy it. It's really good. It's not easy. It's hard. It makes you think quite a bit. So it is more than a craft in a way. Yeah.
I'm the teaching assistant for the sculpture department here, even though when I came I was quite apprehensive about coming to a new school and a new department. But the people made me feel welcome from the first day. The art department was extremely adaptable to my needs. And above all, I'm excited about studying under people that are artists that are also Christians.
I'd like to go into commercial animation as a livelihood. Now, although the department here doesn't specifically train for that field, the facilities are here. And the faculty has given me very strong personal guidance and encouragement.
I'm a senior at Bethel. I'll be graduating this spring with a degree in art. I came to Bethel 4 semesters ago, a very confused and hesitant art major. I think one of the most important things I've learned here, especially from the art department, is that art is important. It's worthy of my time and my commitment. And this is especially important to learn for me because it helps me to see my own worth as an artist.
And in the breaking of bread and the prayers, the observance of the ordinances. But this text is a part of the story of Pentecost. I believe that when we introduce the men and women to an academically sound understanding of Scripture and help them to articulate a Christian worldview, that this enables them to be even more objective in their pursuit of a higher education.
Well, growing up on a Minnesota farm, I dreamed of one day becoming a computer scientist. After graduation, I attempted to achieve my dreams by attending a large university and majoring in math and computer science. But I was unhappy with my studies. Through prayer, I found that I could never be happy majoring in computers, but rather through working with people. While searching for a Bible-centered school, I discovered Bethel. But at first I was kind of scared and skeptical that the sheltered atmosphere would kind of stifle my Christian life. but I found the opposite to be true.
I am neither a Swede nor a Minnesotan, so I came to Bethel from outside, both the conference and the state. I came here very simply because I had never found a group of people who liked each other better. Oh, there's lots of disagreement in the faculty and among the students, but the disagreement is healthy. It adds up to growing. It achieves objectives. And the two objectives, really, that I achieved by coming to Bethel were, first of all, an increase in love for God, and secondly, a sharpening of the ability to think and learn.
The name's Starbuck. Rainmaker.
Rainmaker? I've heard about rainmakers before. I read about a rainmaker once. I think it was Idaho.
What'd you read, mister?
I can't remember if they run him out of town or locked him up.
Might be they strung him up on a sycamore tree.
Listen, fella, the idea is we don't believe in rainmakers.
Well, what do you believe in, mister? Dying cattle?
You really mean you can bring rain?
He talks too fast. He can't bring anything.
Can you bring rain?
It's been done, brother. It's been done.
Where? How?
How? Sit down, boy.
We're serious about theater here at Bethel, and I'm particularly serious about my responsibility to help students discover and uncover their creative nature. I find that a real exciting task, and it's particularly rewarding when I see a student begin to blossom creatively. Bethel is just a beautiful environment to work in creatively, strong support for the arts, and even within our curriculum, a built-in requirement that requires every student to experience a creative discipline. We're also serious about theater here at Bethel because there are students preparing for professional careers in theater. Students who have chosen to work professionally in Christian theater troupes across our nation, and other students who are hoping to work professionally in the secular theater. So we need to be serious. Here in our experimental theater, we have just an exciting time creating. It's a small facility, as you may be able to see, but it's an exciting facility because after every show it becomes simply a black box. And our task is then to build it into a theater and create a mood and an atmosphere. It's been Snow White's castle, it's been Billy Budd's ship, it's been a mountain in Norway, and just all kinds of things. But we've outgrown our theater. It seats 125 to 150 people, and our audiences can't get in. So we're anxiously awaiting the day when we're able to build our real theater, our proscenium theater, down the hall out toward the lake. That will be an exciting time, and hopefully our program will continue to expand when we have those expanding facilities.
When I was in junior high, the Bethel College Choir came to my hometown of Seattle, Washington. And I was so impressed with their music that I decided I wanted to be in that choir someday. Being in a performance group at Bethel requires countless hours of rehearsal, as well as a personal dedication to God and lots of self-discipline. The end result is always exciting and satisfying, though. And our concert tours around the United States and in Europe are experiences I'll never forget.
When I came to Bethel, I had some real hesitations about attending here. And I also had a lot of questions about where I was headed vocationally. After trying some different majors and just getting frustrated because they weren't quite what I wanted, a professor suggested that I write up a non-standard specialization incorporating my different interests. I've always loved the out of doors, or God is just so real to me. And somehow I wanted to incorporate that also into my major. So after a lot of hard work and prayer, and a lot of help and patience from a number of faculty members, my non-standard specialization was approved by Bethel as my major. The name of my program is Outdoor Recreation. And when I graduate, I hope to work in a Christian camp. My program is derived from a number of different disciplines, so I've had exposure to a lot of different ideas, and I've also had a lot of really neat experiences. I've helped teach and have taken a rock climbing class and a winter camping class. I've also had camp counselor training and have taken many phys ed skills classes, which have really helped me as I seek to work in a Christian camp. This program has really allowed me the flexibility to be me. It's great.
I've been teaching at Bethel now for 15 years in the history department, and probably the most satisfying part of being at a campus like this is the people that you associate with, both the students and the professional colleagues and the people around you. I can share ideas about what a Christian worldview means, both in the past as a historian and in the present with the problems that we all live with at the present time.
Fine arts, the humanities, and theology are important academic departments at Bethel, but no less important are the science, business, and education departments.
My name is Corey Dahl, and I'm the 5th person from my family to come to Bethel. I'd like to be a teacher, so one of the big reasons why I'm here is Bethel's education department, whose reputation is greatly respected all over the state. I know that the Bethel-trained teacher is highly regarded by educators all over the area. Hopefully, my involvement with the education department will enable me to have an edge when I'm looking for a job in a highly competitive field a few years from now.
I'm a psychology major, and I plan to further my education in marriage, family, and child counseling. But I really appreciate the fact that at Bethel, I haven't been pigeonholed as a psychology major with a certain group of students and activities. Bethel's encouraged me to broaden my experiences, rather than say, do this and don't do that, or be this kind of student. I found the emphasis to be that whatever you do, in word or deed, whether it's studying philosophies or singing in the choir or learning psychology or even playing intramural volleyball, whatever you do all in the name of Christ.
Bethel affords an opportunity to challenge and develop the mind, spirit, and body. Participation in varsity and intramural sports offers a balance to intellectual and spiritual growth.
I came to Bethel with a strong interest in political science and language study, and I found I could pursue these through a special program in international relations and also through spending about 8 months in Hong Kong studying Chinese culture and language. But another very important part of my time here has been my involvement in women's sports. It takes a lot of time and effort, but I wouldn't trade these experiences for anything.
Learning at Bethel reaches beyond the campus. Experts in various business and professional fields are part of the faculty. Also, many students are given internship opportunities in the community.
I'm a Cree Indian from Saskatchewan, Canada. After looking at a few other colleges, I chose Bethel. My major is social work. I plan to return to Canada and work with my people. As a senior in social work, we have an internship program that lasts a year. In this experience, we actually become social workers. As a minority, Bethel College has given me an invaluable Christian learning experience, unique to my needs. I see dreams I once had as becoming a reality.
I'm a junior business major here at Bethel. I heard about Bethel through the advice of some friends in it being a sound school, both academically and spiritually. My parents have made many financial sacrifices for bringing me here to Bethel. I've also made a lot of sacrifices personally in working full-time in the summer and part-time while here at Bethel. I feel these sacrifices have really paid off, though, because of the well-rounded education Bethel offers me.
In chemistry, one of the things that we try to emphasize is not always learning so much specific facts about chemistry, but more of training the students to be able to think, to be able to reason. And as they develop in their ability as freshmen and then sophomores and juniors to be able to think, it applies not only to the science that they're doing, but to the rest of their life and their ability to be able to integrate their spiritual life with their academic life and eventually their life in their job or their profession.
I've been interested in chemistry and math now for a long time. When I came to Bethel, I was led to a chemistry major, which will help prepare me for a career in chemical research. Not only has Bethel helped me with my academics, but it's also enhanced my spiritual life. In chemistry, we work together in small classes, trying to help each other as much as we can. There isn't the tension of stiff competition always and trying to outdo one another, but rather we are like a small community, each member striving towards similar goals with Christ as our center.
We have an outstanding pre-medical program here at Bethel. Academically, it's rigorous, yet very comprehensive. So by nature, the students are filtered through the 4-year program, producing what we feel are top-notch candidates for medical schools. Yet a unique aspect of the program is the absence of the cutthroat competition so often prevalent in pre-medical programs today. Here, you find much more of a supportive, cooperative atmosphere among the members. Presently, we have over 30 graduates in medical schools. That's approximately 75% placement each year. Also, our students' scores on the MCAT, which is a medical school entrance test, are in direct correlation with their grades here at Bethel. That's one of the best indicators of a high-quality program. The student commons area includes a lounge, bookstore, post office, and the coffee shop and cafeteria. These areas are used daily for between and after class informal gatherings and are a focal point for students' social life. The library, or Learning Resource Center, is another important area of daily student activities.
I'm a junior from Denver, Colorado, majoring in English literature. I've been able to attend Bethel the last few years, largely due to the financial aid I've received. Along with grants and loans, I participate in a work-study program here in the library. Students at Bethel have ready access to the other resources in neighboring college libraries, as well as those here at Bethel.
Psychology major at Bethel. I've been here 4 years now. Before I came, I played 4 years of football in Chicago. And the main difference I found here is the fellowship and attitude of coaches and players. I've had the same coach now for 4 years, and I have to admit he's one of the greatest guys I've ever known. Bethel sports isn't intimidation or fierce rivalry among competing players, but like academics, it is a place of hard work with a program that has a winning tradition and an opportunity to serve God.
Young people come to Bethel from many different places and many different cultures. Their reasons for coming and their objectives are as diverse as their backgrounds.
It wasn't until after a 4-year stint in the Air Force that I decided to go to school. And it was on the island of Okinawa that I heard about Bethel College. I was working with 3 Bethel alumni, and they told me about the school and what it had to offer. Now, I came to Bethel very much an introvert and very sensitive to the fact that I was racially different. But the personal love and concern and encouragement that I've received from both students and faculty at Bethel has really boosted my self-image and my self-confidence.
I chose to come to Bethel because I wanted a liberal arts education with an integrated Christian commitment. This was my immediate goal after high school. What I didn't know was that the Lord would have me to meet a young man here who I would marry following my junior year. Since I'm not interested in pursuing a career at this point, I find myself thankful for the tools my education has given me, which will help me to continue to grow as an individual after I graduate.
6 years ago, I was kicked out of high school, left home, and went to work on the Alaska pipeline for 2 years. 2 years ago Christmas, I was home visiting with my folks, and they persuaded me that I should come to Bethel and give it a try. Bethel allowed me in on probation, and 5 days later, I committed my life to the Lord. Now I have a beautiful wife, and the two of us are growing spiritually. I have a double major in political science and biblical studies, and am planning to attend law school. I am learning here at Bethel that there is a real place in the world of politics for Christian morality.
As president, I look for every opportunity to be with the young people who choose to come to Bethel. In informal chats, in guest lecturing in a class, in speaking or in joining in worship at chapel services. Every week, some students also are in the President's office for conversation and coffee, and oftentimes we have them in our home. Even after they graduate, I continue to meet them personally all over the world.
I'm very thankful I had the opportunity to go to school here. I could have never come if it hadn't been for a lot of committed Christians who gave of their time and their resources to make Bethel a possibility for people like me. These are the people of great importance to Bethel in its past, its present, and its future. We need them, and we appreciate them.
And that's my school. You've seen its face, and you've seen its soul. Now you know why that diploma means so much more to me than just a degree in an academic discipline. The yearbooks are a collection of memories and achievements that are to be treasured. A roster of Bethel graduates, men and women who began at Bethel and went into all kinds of different professional fields that crisscross the globe, serving mankind, living full and rich lives all over in the name of Christ. And now, I guess it's my turn. I made the right decision. I'm ready for life. Now the decision is yours.
If I sing with the tongues of angels and have the gift of prophecy, and if I have knowledge, all knowledge of heaven, and know all of its mystery, without love we would have nothing. Without love we would have nothing, because love is something that does not seek its own. Love is not arrogant and does not seek its own. Love does not remember the wrongs it has been